Humans are amazing creatures with limitless potential. It is often said that we only use 10 to 20% of our brains. This, of course, is false. Misinterpretations, misquotations, and the media have all perpetuated this myth to the point that it almost feels like truth. But what may be true, however, is the fact that most of us only ever utilize roughly half of our potential muscle strength. Our body and our brain lock away the other half in order to keep us safe. Yes, at maximal capacity, our body is quite capable of literally tearing itself apart. But there are times when these inhibitions must be lifted, when our muscles are unshackled, when we are in dire straits in need of a miracle. Fight or flight, life or death, kill or be killed. Blood pumps through your veins, adrenaline courses through your body, your heart threatens to leap out of your chest. Fragments of your life flash before your eyes, and then time stands still. The world fades away. You are calm, focused, ready, and then you act.
Fight! Fight!
In 2012, on a quiet Saturday afternoon in Vienna, Virginia, Alec Kornacki was in his garage working on his BMW trying to fix a blown-out tire, when suddenly the tire jack slipped. The car collapsed on top of him, pinning him underneath. His 22-year-old daughter, Lauren Kornacki, heard the commotion and rushed to the garage. Upon witnessing the scene, she ran up to the BMW, lifted it off of her father's chest, and then performed CPR on him, and in the end saved his life. In a later interview, as Lauren reflected on her moment of superhuman strength, she said, "I kind of just threw it, shoved my body as hard as I could, and then I came back and dragged him out and started CPR." For those who don't know, a BMW weighs over 3,000 pounds, which is considerably more weight than a normal person would ever consider lifting. And as she reflected on her seemingly mind-boggling feat of strength, she remarked, "I probably should have realized that there was no way that I can do this, but at that time, that wasn't even an issue for me." And this is just one of many stories of people across history gaining seemingly superhuman strength in the face of danger. There have been numerous accounts of people lifting cars off of other people, and there's even one story where a woman fought off a polar bear in order to save her children. Yeah, really. For some reason, people are capable of performing incredible feats of strength when under high stress or in life or death situations. This phenomena of temporary super strength is formally called hysterical strength. Now, what exactly is happening in your body that allows for this? During high-stress situations, your adrenal glands, which are located above your kidneys, release adrenaline, or epinephrine. This causes the liver to break down stored glycogen into glucose, which the muscle can use for energy. There are also additional physiological effects in order to help you confront danger, which include raising your heart rate, dilating your pupils, slowing digestion, increasing breathing rate, and enhanced muscle contraction. Endorphins are also released, which help reduce pain sensitivity, which is good if you're running away from that polar bear, and even better if you choose to fight it. Now, it is estimated that a normal person only ever uses about 60% of his maximal strength, even during strenuous situations such as lifting weights, whereas an athlete can go up to around 80%. Which is pretty good, but still a far cry from our maximum potential. Now, of course, there are numerous reasons why our body places these limitations on our strength. First of all, we simply don't require our maximum strength in order to operate on a daily basis. By limiting our range of muscular exertions, This allows us to have finer control over our motor functions as well. Overexerting your muscles can also lead to muscle, tendon, and ligament tearing, as well as broken bones. Now, these limitations may not only be physiological, but psychological as well. Our brains may play a larger role than you think. Our bodies have evolved to become sensitive to pain and stress, particularly when we are overexerting our muscles. Just think about how sore your thighs burn after running up 10 flights of stairs. Professional athletes train hard to push these limits, so it should come to no surprise that studies have shown that athletes tend to have a higher pain tolerance. Unfortunately, not a whole lot of scientific studies have been done on this phenomena of hysterical strength, so evidence remains largely anecdotal. As you can imagine, it would be very difficult to do a study on hysterical strength in a controlled environment, and recruiting participants would be pretty tricky, as they would have to be placed in highly stressful situations where perhaps they would even think that they might die. Of course, that's not to say that scientists haven't tried. In 1961, Michio Ikai from University of Tokyo conducted an experiment on grip enhancement in response to stress. Now, what exactly is this stress, you might ask? Well, in the middle of the experiment, someone would fire a starter pistol behind the participants. Naturally, the participants were not told beforehand that this would be happening, so the gunshot served as a pretty good stress inducer. Dr. Ikai's results show that following the gunshot, the subject's grip strength increased by up to 10%. So who knows, there may in fact be some scientific evidence behind this concept of hysterical strength after all.
後で後で殺してやっから待取られた一瞬に待てパワー上がってねゴール100万%デラウェアデトロイトセワ
And there you have it. It's probably weird knowing that you might be capable of lifting cars and suplexing polar bears if your life depended on it. And hopefully you won't ever have to, but you can take comfort in knowing that your body is always prepared for danger. So be confident, because you're stronger than you think. My name's Wesley, and thanks for watching.